I grew up in North Carolina on a farm. We were a big country family. It wasn't until 2018 when my younger brother started to get ill. He just kept saying, I don't know what's wrong with me. That is when our world changed forever.
The stroke was the first big indication that something was wrong. We had no idea that it was ATTR-CM. We didn't even know what that word meant at the time. So we just kept going through the testing that they recommended to see if we could find out what was happening.
I first noticed that when Kenny was out of breath, I had never seen him like that before. He's a pickleball player and a bike rider and a golfer, and it just was so unusual for him to have that moment. It was scary for both of us. When Ken got this diagnosis, he became very depressed.
That was my really dark time, and it's when she really was helpful, because there was, all I could think of is, what am I going to do now?
So I would do everything I could to take him to his favorite restaurant, let him win at pickleball if need be,
Yeah.
you know, whatever that was. I had to take care of my younger brothers and sisters, and it was just second nature for me to try and help him and support him.
We did go to the support group, and those meetings were informative because they usually began with a specialist and they explained the disease in language we could understand, so that was very helpful.
I didn't really want to go, but Mary convinced me that we had very little to lose.
When I look back, and I'd never heard about cardiac amyloidosis, and being a clinician and working in cardiac care units, it just made me realize what people don't know. So that increased my passion and my determination to really just help to get the word out and advocate for members of the community.
I said, Kenny, wherever you go, I'm coming along. We're gonna talk about this together and hear what the doctors have to say together, and I'm just there for you whenever you need me.
The treatment I'm taking for my ATTR-CM is called Attruby, and I have been on it since December of 24.
Since Kenny's been taking Attruby, I don't have to push Kenny anymore. And the combination between the Attruby and the things he's done to help his diet and activities helped him to go to a better place. My husband from several years ago showed up suddenly, you know?
My cardiologist went over the potential benefits and side effects, which included mild issues like abdominal pain and diarrhea. For most people, these side effects resolved on their own, and they did not need to stop treatment with Attruby.
Before I started Attruby, I probably would have been unable to sit through a high school or junior high school graduation. Last year, we went to both.
And glad to be able to take part in it.
We've still been doing a lot of travel. We don't enjoy travel as much as we used to, but that's not the fault of Attruby or ATTR-CM.
That's the 80-year-old part. And he hasn't been in the hospital since he started taking Attruby either. One piece of advice is to live in the day and enjoy what you can. Take some time to reflect on what's going on. It's also important to find a support group that can acquaint you with other people who are going through some of the same things, and you learn from them, they learn from you, and nobody feels alone.
I love art and I love creativity. If you've ever talked to anyone that works with wood, having their hands in wood is a wonderful, fun feeling. So I will make practical things for people, like cribbage boards. I am the creative end of things, and he is my grunt.
Finally, as a country, we're beginning to pay attention to the role of the caregiver. We've just kind of taken it for granted, you know. Well, that's your mom, that's your brother, you're supposed to do it, but it's not that easy.
Whether it's just to sit there with them, whether it's to binge a show on TV, It doesn't matter. You're there for them, and they know it.
Sometimes we don't want to ask for help, We feel like, well, we need to do it all, but we can't do it all the time. But there's some people like me who don't mind fighting for you. We let people know, hey, you can call me, if you need someone to go with you, and that's real.
What is Attruby? Attruby is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with a disease that affects the heart muscle called cardiomyopathy of wild type, or variant transthyretin-mediated amyloidosis, ATTR-CM, to reduce death and hospitalization related to heart problems. It is not known if Attruby is safe and effective in children. Important safety information and use. Before taking Attruby, tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including if you are pregnant or plan to become pregnant, are breastfeeding or plan to breastfeed. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines you take, including prescription and over-the-counter medicines, vitamins, and herbal supplements. What are the possible side effects of Attruby? The most common side effects of Attruby were mild and include diarrhea, stomach area, abdominal pain. These are not all of the possible side effects of Attruby. Call your doctor for medical advice about side effects. You may report side effects to FDA at 1-800-FDA-1088 or www.fda.gov/medwatch. For the full prescribing information and patient information for Attruby, visit attruby.com/PI.